Okay, press conference, huh?
It's an intimate press conference, Danny.
Hey, do like we do when we first come in. Everybody clap.
Danny, inquiring minds want to know, man. What did you say to Keith when you jumped through the rope?
I said he's next and prepare yourself for his ass whooping. That's all I told him.
When he
Show
got
you in my house.
when he got in your face,
I got his face.
right? Oh,
I did get in his face though. He didn't get
What did he say back to you?
He said I ain't a cherry, and I said, yeah, you are, because I picked you next.
Danny, can you talk about your performance tonight?
Huh?
Can you talk about your performance tonight?
I felt good, man. I haven't been in the gym since January. I mean, I haven't been in the ring since January. So I think it was important for me to go out there and get some good rounds in. Of course, not taking them lightly. I mean, I dropped them in the second round. If I could have finished them, the bell rang, he recuperated, and came back and fought a good fight. But I think it was good for me to go in there and get some good rounds and break them down, and that's what I did.
Can you take us through the knockdown?
It was just I called him pulling out. I was in the pocket, he pulled out, and I just timed him with overhand right, and he just ran right into it. I wish it was a little earlier in the round because I could have finished him, but he was in good shape, he recuperated.
Is Thurman the biggest fight in your career?
No, I don't think so. I mean, well, I want people to think it is. You feel me? Because I want everybody to tune in, and it's going to be the biggest fight of the year. Put it that way. Two young champions in their prime, going head to head. So that's what boxing's all about, and this is what the fans wanted to see. So they got it.
What would be the biggest fight in your career?
Well, now, I mean, probably the Thurman fight is the biggest now, like, in this time, but probably a Mayweather fight, that would probably be the biggest fight in my career.
Danny, are you looking for a Mayweather fight in the future?
I'm not even looking at that right now. We're about to go party right now.
Isn't Mayweather supposed to be there?
Yeah, it's me and Floyd, so,
Y'all gonna talk about anything?
Huh?
I asked you before. Y'all gonna talk about anything, or y'all gonna be on two different sides of the club, or what?
I don't know what we're gonna be saying, but it's all love, man. There's no animosity at the end of the day, so we're just out to have a good time tonight.
Can you talk about the atmosphere here tonight?
Oh, it was great, man. It felt so good to fight in Philly. I owe my fans this one, so I hope I can bring some more back. So,
when you moved up to welterweight, was Thurman the guy that you wanted all along? Was that your
my goal was when I went up to 147, I just wanted to unify the titles. Whoever was the champion, because I unified 140, I wanted to do it again at 147. So I want to put myself in the history books as a great Philadelphia fighter. So I think unifying another division is going to put me in that league.
Angel, this question's for you. And don't shoot the messenger.
No, you're
I interviewed Thurman on his way out. He said, Danny's slow, he's wide, flat-footed, and he's not ready. Is there anything that you are going to add to your arsenal?
Well, no. I mean, Danny. He could have did more. You're right. Because to me, he did great, but to me, he did okay.
Right.
So I seen things he could have did better at. But at the end of the day, we know what he brings to the table. He ain't got no body. He can't get touched. Because you see what Galazzo is doing. And the one thing, like I told you before, Danny don't smoke hookah, he don't drink alcohol. And he don't, I don't know if he smoke weed or not.
Nah.
No, not you.
Oh,
The fuck, I'm gonna shoot the guy that feed me, bro. I ain't gonna shoot you. I'm gonna shoot him with it.
Look here, man.
What I'm saying is this, the boy smoke hookah, that's what I'm told. The boy party. We party too, but like I said before,
I go out, I don't party.
Danny don't party, and for you not to party in a club with a bunch of young guys and not drink alcohol, you gotta have a strong will. And that's what he does. That's why he's the champ. Just because he looked a little slow, that's genuine. You got to talk about 9 months. Okay, Russ, whatever you want to call it. Russ ring, all that. I don't believe it now. I think he could have did better if he would use both his hands. If he would both use his hand, he was using more left. If he would use both hands, he would have been a two-hand fighter tonight. He would have destroyed the young. He did destroy them. He probably would have killed them. We didn't want, like I told you before, Danny killed somebody in the ring, we retired. So pray to God that Danny don't kill nobody. Just pray that Keith Thurman don't get killed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Let's pray for that.
Now that the fight's over, was there any distraction? Like, did you have the Thurman fight in your mind at all during training camp or in between rounds of this fight? Did
I
it ever
can't
come
lie,
up?
like, There's a couple times I woke up in the morning and I was like, I was just thinking about both fights, like fighting them the same night. Like that's how, like I was like, I felt like that adrenaline in me, like. But nah, man, I had to come in here. I had to come in here focused, cause you get distracted. You know, I got Allen Iverson, Meek Mill come out, walk me out to the ring. So I think that was great for Philadelphia to see all the stars come out and support each other. So I think that was a great look for Philadelphia in the sports scene or just in general. Because a lot of people say a lot of people in Philadelphia don't stick together. Right. So I think just us showing that no matter who we are or what we do, we're gonna rock for each other.
Besides what you said in the ring, what do you have to say to Keith Thurman?
No, I really have not much to say. That was just in the time of the moment. I'm not the type of guy, to talk to cameras. I'm the type of person I say it to your face, and that's what I did, and that's what it is. So.
It was exciting when you popped out of the ropes there.
Man, that's it. Everybody tune in. It's gonna be one of the biggest fights of the year.
Just sold the fight out.
The biggest fight of the year.
You gotta start doing that. MMA style.
Quick question.
Bring boxing back.
Style, his approach really play into your counterpunching style?
I'm a good counterpuncher. I mean, that's one of my biggest weapons as a fighter. My counterpunching. But he came with a good game plan. He was using his jab. He was using the awkward movement. He was using his legs a little bit. He came with a good plan. It wasn't like as easy as he probably thought it looked. I had to go in there and make adjustments.
Danny, 8 weeks. He had a good camp. He had 8 week camp.
What were the adjustments?
Well, as for me,
yeah,
I had to put my timing together. My dad told me stop throwing one punch at a time, put your combinations together. And when I started putting my combinations together, that's when I started landing punches.
And so do you feel that Thurman's style would also play into your counter-punching preference?
Well, it depends what he wants to do. Most of his fights, he's been moving around the ring, using the ring. So maybe I'll have to be the guy to walk him down and time him and back him up and just let my hands go. But at something smart. I mean, it depends whatever he brings to the table, So I got to make adjustments. That's what I do. I make adjustments in the fight, and we got to just get the victory.
Danny, when will you start training camp for Keith Thurman?
I started today. Say no, I'm just playing. Probably I'm gonna give myself a couple weeks. Probably after Thanksgiving.
2 more questions.
Danny, you don't ever seem to come out of character at all. Yeah. What is it that Keith is bringing out?
I mean, I just been too quiet, man. I just feel like people overlook me.
People change. It's about
I think
change.
People overlook me sometimes because I'm quiet.
It's like Donald Trump says, it's about change, brother. Make America great again. Why everybody's mad in Oregon for? Why people mad all over the country? He ain't do nothing yet. Let him cut taxes next year, so I'll be happy.
Nah, he don't bother me. He don't bother me. It's just, I have to fight. I mean, I can't like him, so we have to fight, And it is what it is. It's
a brutal sport. It's a brutal sport. This ain't a kissy, lovey-dovey.
About him, like, talking about him is irrelevant, to be honest with you.
Last question.
He's fighting his fight. I got a big fight coming up. I mean,
down the line, 147, Terrence Crawford.
Whatever, man. I mean, he ain't not like I never fought before, so. But to talk about him is irrelevant, you know what I mean? He's doing his thing over there in HBO. I'm doing my thing over here, making big fights with PBC, Garcia, Thurman, March 4th, and that's all I care about. Everything else, what he wants to do and do things on the internet.
Yeah, he wants exposure. See, the more we talk about it, the more views he get. So he not living off of us. Because he ain't got no views. Big guy, you got DSG, throw that shit on, young fella. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Big fella.
Danny, what's your thoughts about Donald Trump winning the election?
That's not a question.
How about, did you talk to Vargas after the fight? Billy?
Yeah, he came over.
What they had to say?
Don't answer that question.
Give him a good payday.
Congratulations.
Angel, real quick.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Danny mentioned two undefeated guys in their prime. You think of Leonard Hearns De La Hoya, Trinidad. Do you feel this a fight that
Well, yeah. I mean, Danny
that?
should be up there, brother. Danny's 34-0 right now. Shit. With 19 KOs. What the fuck? What more he need?
Have a good night.